Iccy Showw. This is interview 678 interviews I done. Get this special guest from Missouri to Boston 617 the second to be on here, and we will start this Iccy Showw. If you want to be a guest, I'm booking to the end of January. So inbox your girl Jackie Brown with 2 C's, I-E Brown. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. If it's your anniversary, happy anniversary. My condolences to anyone who has lost anyone. Shout out to Legal Mob Entertainment and shout out Free Brands Prince. We were just filming for his movie coming out in the early 2025, so stay tuned on that. Peace, peace, Mark. Peace, peace, everybody. The Rant in the building. Tune on Mondays on Facebook with The Rant. Much love and respect. We got to get you back on the Iccy Showw. It's been a minute. After tonight is the 22nd, 26th, 29th, and 30th. Don't forget, it's Thanksgiving if you celebrate Thanksgiving next Thursday. Shout out to Somebody Cares. I was out there helping out. Give back to the community, giving food back, giving turkeys. So salute to everybody that came out, and much love to everyone that, comes together as a community, helping out each other and helping out families. That's the best thing. If you can't do it, try to do it. Reach out to your local churches, reach out to your local Salvation Army. Also, don't forget on they're doing a peace, Brooklyn 718 to Boston 617. Salute. Peace, family. I'm gonna send it again to you. Don't forget, check yesterday's interview out. Jamaica. Salute. He's looking for features. Peace. How you doing, family?
Yo, what's poppin' G? It's your boy, Cobra Immortal. Yeah,
Welcome
vroom.
back. Welcome back to the Iccy Showw. How you been?
I've been doing good, fam, and yourself.
Good. I'm just trying to adjust this right. Hold on. I'm sorry.
Yes, fam.
I got the new setup. So it's a little adjustment. I gotta figure it out, but we got it right now. So welcome back, Cobra Immortal, from Missouri to Boston 617. Welcome back to the Iccy Showw, sir. How you been the past year?
Man, it's been this year's been pretty tough. I started off pretty rocky, but with the universal God's help and and the diligence and stuff, I've made it through the storm, and here I am in 2024 in November. I'm about to release my new album, critically acclaimed, coming soon. So we about to turn up, man. So let's do it. Vroom.
Definitely. What is your favorite 3 songs off of that album that you like?
It's tough, man. I would have to say the lead single, "That Dude," is one of them. I like Outlaw. There's a song called Outlaw on there, and probably the third song would probably be, it's another song called Coming Up. So those are probably like my 3 top favorite ones on there.
Okay, that's awesome. Salute. Definitely keep on going. Don't let nothing stop you. How many songs do you think you have out there approximately?
Um, I probably got, I don't know, it's probably a few hundred songs maybe, but I got a lot of songs that I got a big bag of like notebooks, and people, or a backpack full of notebooks, and people will wonder like, what's all in those notebooks? And I'm like, man, each notebook represents a story. It represents a certain time what I was going through in my life. So I mean, I probably got, if I take the songs that are written and get them recorded, I probably got at least another 20 to 30 years worth of music.
That's
So
amazing. Salute. Definitely, you get the Iccy Showw solution. Definitely. Much love. Keep it going. Don't let nobody stop you, no matter what you're going through. When do you think is the best creative to be in the studio for you?
I say the best time is like whenever you're like, I feel like your best music comes out whenever you're going through a certain situation. You know, with all the stuff that's been going on with this election and what we're facing and all of that, and all the stuff that's been going on with a lot of the higher ups in the music industry that have been busted, they've been, you know, implicated. Right now is the perfect time to put anything that you got going on out there, whether it's a podcast show, radio show, albums, whether you're modeling, music videos, um, modeling. I already said that, but video, film, albums, no matter what it is that you do, this is the perfect time to get yourself out there, because all eyes is going to be on you, because the masses are going to be looking for new music. So that's the reason why I went on ahead and decided to put this album out now while the natives are being restless. Go ahead and do it. And but I still feel like the best time to put your music out, or when you go to the studio, is when you're feeling it. You know, it's like when you're going through a certain situation. I feel like that's the best time to sit down, write, record your music, and put it out there.
Do you think when do you think is the best work you have done when you've gotten the studio? Do you think it's during after a death or breakup, something that happened at work? What would you think would be yours?
Um, I would have to say all of that, man. You know, like when my pop had passed, you know, my dad was very instrumental in getting me to do music, because he saw the type of lifestyle that I was living. Ain't no reason to hide, you know, lie about it. I was a street cat. You know what I'm saying? I was out there hustling, doing things and stuff like that. And he would see me, you know, gold necklaces on, diamond earrings, gold watches, Jordan tennis shoes. And he knew that a 9 to 5 job wasn't doing all of that. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, get into something that you like to do, that you can make a living off of it and you enjoy doing it. So he invested $5,000. He gave me 5 grand, and I invested it into the Cobra Immortal brand. You know, I got work done on my vehicle so I can, you know, travel. You know, I've been to New York, I've been to Connecticut, I've been to LA, I've been to Vegas, I've been to Florida, Texas, Kansas, you know. So I put all that money to get my CDs made, my logos made, my banners made, T-shirts made, any form of promo, you know. So my pop was real instrumental in uh, getting me into music. But music has always been a part of my life since I was 2 years old. So um, I would have to say a lot, all of those things, you know, because I lived a pretty troubled, rough life. You know what I'm saying? And music was the one thing that got me out of it. It was the one thing that I can trust. It was the one thing that I know that would never betray me.
Mhm.
And it's really gotten me through some really tough times. So a mixture of just life and, you know, all the stuff that I've seen over the years has brought me to this point today.
Wow. I'm sorry you had to go through a lot of bad things during your life, but it made you stronger in your music that is here for now and in the past. So it can only get better and better each time a new music comes out from you, because your music's fire. I love it. It's always, you never know what way you're gonna go with it, but you always give a lot of energy, and I love that about it. And it's all different. So salute to you, King. Much love and respect. Keep on going. I look forward every year when it comes to your renewal. I think this is your third year being on the Iccy Show, so I appreciate you taking the time. Last year it was when my uncle was passing away. I was in the hospice home. I'll never forget that interview. That will always stay to my heart, because it was hard, because he would stop breathing during the interview, and then I had to tell you, hold on 1 second, and like that was a little complicated, but I don't like to cancel my interviews when I have them scheduled. So I appreciate you taking the time and coming back on the Iccy Show with the update, with the new music coming up for Flavor. So salute. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And my thoughts and prayers and condolences are to you and your family on losing your uncle.
Thank you.
Now, he was a veteran, right?
Yeah, he was a sergeant of the Air Force. Yes.
Okay, so any veterans that I see, I always make it a point to let them know that I thank them and appreciate them for their service, because without them, we wouldn't be able to do the things that we're doing. And, you know, there was a guy that he called our troops losers and suckers. And I took offense to that because my grandfathers, they served in World War II. I had uncles that served in World War II, Vietnam. I've had friends that died in the military. One of my friends, he was just about to get ready to get out of the service, and he got killed over in Fallujah in Iraq. His convoy, they rode over a roadside bomb, and he was just about to get ready to get out of the military and start his life. So I take that very seriously when people insult our troops, when they make fun of them and stuff like that. And you don't realize what these men, the sacrifice, that's what it is. It's a sacrifice of what they went through. So I always tell people, man, don't disrespect our troops, man, because the way that the world is going now, we definitely need them more now than ever. You
Yes.
know, so salute to all our veterans out there in past and present wars, and we thank you for your service. Salute.
Definitely. I definitely salute to every single one that has protected our country in the past and is still protecting our country. You know, much love and respect to you and your family staying together after when you return. I know it's a hard to come back after dealing with something traumatic like that. I can't imagine, but I've heard stories. So, you know, I'm like you. Anytime I see a veteran with the hat on, I always say, I go up to them and say, thank you for the service. And they always smile, and it's like they're shocked to even get that from somebody. And you know, I say, when I say see them smile, I always say, you know, if it wasn't for you, the same thing what you said, we wouldn't be here. And they look at me and they say thank you, and they take their hat always and they say salute to me. And you know, it's a good feeling knowing that we still have troopers out there that fought for our country and is still surviving. But I can't imagine what nightmares they have, and what, you know, some probably don't even sleep ever normal after dealing with that again. And my deepest condolence to your friend. You know, he sacrificed his life for our country, and I know a couple of people that didn't come home the same thing. And it's sad because you grew up with them and then you find out they're not here due to protecting our country. And it's like, wow, when we were in school, I would never think that you would ever um, pass away from protecting our country. You know, like it just it's a it's a weird and awkward situation. That's why I always tell people, no matter how young you are and what you want to do when you get older, if you want to join the service, you know, thank you for wanting to, but always double check it before you sign on that line, because you guys are getting younger and younger. And you know, to even hold the gun is you got to know how to do that. You know, you can blow your shoulder out. There's certain things, you know, if you don't get the proper training. But you know, there's other options out there. You can help the army by being a nurse, a doctor. You know, it doesn't have to particularly be to, you know, fight with guns. Because you know, I know guns are an anti-weapon that we don't want to um, let our children handle when they
Mhm.
don't need to handle it. You know, we're trying to prevent them from handling a gun, and here we are sending them to the army, and then what are they using? Guns. And it's
Right.
like we don't want that. We're trying to prevent that and make them last longer. You know, it's sad that so many people are passing away such a young age, and it's like when we were growing up, people were lasting longer and longer, hundreds, 90s. I remember that like it was yesterday. And now you're hearing about under 20s, 30s, 40s, basically under 60. And that's the scary thing. I'm 46. I'm grateful every single day I wake up. I'm thankful every day. And it's like, you know, like your friend, you know, unfortunately he didn't make it home, and that's tragic to the family, and it's tragic to like you as having a friend that, you know, that you lost.
Yeah, you know, it's crazy because like the guy that called our troops losers and suckers never served a damn day in the military. I mean, he had his dad go to the doctor and basically tell the doctor, "Hey, put on his medical report that he's got bone spurs and he can't serve in the military." So, but now this dude is the president, unfortunately, and which is going to cause mass chaos. But he's got a lot of nerve to say that about our troops when he never served a damn day, not one day in the military. You know, so it's really unfortunate, man, of what I fear. It takes a lot to scare me, and it takes a lot to worry me. And I've been drawing closer to the music more so now than ever because the way that this election turned out, I don't see too many of the rappers, whether they're independent or mainstream, take a stand against this racism, discrimination. Because here in Missouri, um, it's a lot of stuff that's going on with these neo-Nazi white supremacist groups that have emerged since Trump's been back in office, unfortunately. But I'm one of the few rappers, and I'm friends with a lot of artists. I'm friends with a lot of DJs and stuff, but none of them really have the courage to really speak out about these issues. It's like, you know, I went to the grocery store a day after the election, and I saw just the looks on the people's face, like they're so nonchalant about it. It's like, oh, back to business as usual. It doesn't affect you. I don't vote. It doesn't affect you. Why are you worried about it? You can't control it. No, bro. We People don't understand. Next year at this time, we may not be able to do these shows. We may not be able to put these albums out because they're coming at us with a heavy hand. I don't know if too many people have read Mein Kampf or any of these books about authoritarian autocratic figures, but I researched it. And the same things that he is doing is a playbook off of Mussolini, Hitler, Joseph Stalin, all these tyrannical figures that unfortunately have graced this world. So to me, and when I speak out about stuff, they're said, "Oh well, uh, you're a rapper. You don't need to talk about these things. You just need to focus on the music." No, there's other real serious issues that's going on that I'm concerned about. But I will use my platform. I will use my music to educate and be for the people who are afraid to speak or don't have a voice at all. And I know for a fact that um, I've received lot of retribution from speaking out. I've had death threats. I've had uh, people send me really hateful messages and stuff. But I get it because it all comes with the territory. I'm sure that Dr. King and Rosa Parks and everybody else that fought for freedom and equality went through the same thing. So I always tell artists, don't just stay in one lane because the famous celebrities are not going to warn you when they come, like because they're backed by the same people. But you got people like me that is screaming, "Hey man, we are in danger," because like uh, one of my friends had hit me up after that, after the election, and was like, uh, "Man, what are we gonna do?" And I said, "Man, here in St. Louis, the one thing that we need to stop doing is killing each other. We need to
Right?
stop killing each other
Amen.
because now we need to really batten down the hatches and really unite because we're going to need it
Yes.
because these people are coming for us. They're coming for us, and it's not going to be pretty, man."
They already said in Massachusetts, because I guess the one of the senators or the governors, I'm not too sure exactly who it was, but somewhere in Boston, there's like 50,000 immigrants, and I'm not against anything, so don't judge me or anything. But they said that as soon as Trump comes in, it was on the Fox 25 News 2 days ago. I put it on my story that they're going to send the military over here and start sending people back. And it's kind of scary because, you know, what if there's families fighting, and is it going to get tragic? You know, it makes you think when you're in the facility of where all this chaos is. And I don't see any other state they're talking about, only Massachusetts. And I'm like, wow, we really got to be alert. Like everybody that's around here in New England, like you guys got to be zoned into the news, because you never know. I mean, if they have 50,000 just in Boston, or they said Boston, imagine how many other people, but they're coming here full force. We got to wake up. Sorry, I got to put the charger on because I'm going to lose you.
See, the one thing that I was telling my buddy this, I said the scary part of it is when he talks about using the military against the American citizens, or to round up undocumented or documented immigrants. The thing about it is if he deports everybody back to where they come from, it's going to cripple the economy. It's going to destroy the economy, because these people, they pick our crops, they pick the fruits, the vegetables, they pick the cotton, the beans, the rice, all of these things that we need. So if you take them out and deport them, it's going to cripple the economy, and you and I are going to have to pay $88 billion, which is going to add to the national deficit another $10.8 trillion, which will cripple, it will destroy the economy. And people want to think that prices are high now, and next year at this time, it's the prices, you're going to pay triple of what you're paying right now. So if you're going to deport these people, actually in my community, some of the migrants, I don't know, I didn't ask if they were here illegally or legally, but I told them one thing: I'm not going to turn you in. I ain't going to turn you in. To me, snitches get ditches, rats get whacked. And the thing about it is if we, for whatever reason, Lord forbid, if we had to flee this country and go somewhere else, we would want to be accepted too. But a lot of the ones that voted for him, the Latinos, and I'm disappointed in my Latino brothers and sisters, because this is the dude that basically called your country, Puerto Rico, shitholes and trash. Okay? So, but they turn around and they voted for this dude. Now, the vice president, she got the Latino women vote, but she didn't get the Latino men's vote. And I'm sitting there scratching my head like, and they really think that they won't come after them, but they're going to come after them, whether they're documented or undocumented. It doesn't even matter. They're going to come after them, which in hindsight is going to get all of us involved, because that's what I was telling my homeboy. Don't be surprised if you look out your window one day and you see a tank or somebody from the military that's standing outside and telling you because of what's going on. So the plan is to fully overtake us, just like they did in January 6th in 2021. And everybody, like, they look to this dude. I know that this is a show about music and stuff, but I have to speak on these issues because it's concerning to me. For one, I didn't vote for him, and for number two, all the people that take him like he's like their messiah. I mean, they sit up there and they let this dude construct his own Bible. Like the Christian religion allowed this dude to construct his own Bible, right? And all of the stuff that he's got away with. So I'm ready. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. I'm not gonna just be, oh, you're a rapper, you're a singer, you just stay your ass in that place. No, I'm coming out of the trenches now, and I've actually cut a lot of people off because we've had these these differences to where, like, I tell a lot of these young guys that you can have perfect 2020 vision, but if your mind ain't clear, that 2020 vision don't mean nothing, you know.
Right.
And so every industry, what you do as a podcaster slash media, music person, and even with me, being an artist, you know, all of our industries are in danger. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? All of our industries are in danger. You know, so I don't know what it's going to be like next year at this time, but that's the reason why I was telling my studio engineer we have to get this project out now.
Yes.
Because we don't know what the future is going to be like. When your kid calls you upset and saying, "Dad, you know what I'm saying, what are we going to do?" And I basically kept it real with her. Dad might die out here, you know, because I feel like that my purpose outside of the music, my purpose is to be an activist, is to educate the people, let them know what's going on, because I have immigrants, migrants, whether they're documented or undocumented workers or not, or people, they're in my community. So whenever new people come into my community, I welcome them. I might give them some money, or I might buy them a bag of groceries, or I might do something to let them know that the real American way, a true American, is going to accept you for who you are and not where you come from, because we all come from somewhere, you know. But I'm not going to be the one that's going to turn them in or rat on them or anything like that, because I'm actually friends with them. Some of them may even be watching this this broadcast. Some of them support my music. They've actually bought CDs and T-shirts and stuff from me, and so I keep them in mind every time I do a show or you know, an interview. I keep them in mind, because you know, there's some serious times that we're facing right now.
Yes. We definitely all need to come together worldwide. I've been saying that for months and a couple of years now. More love, more peace. We're the ones to break the curse. We're the ones to come together to unite for the younger generation so they have a future. If we don't do it now, they're not going to have a future. And that's the sad thing. So reality is we need to really come together and do it for the youth. That's very important. Every day I've been seeing stuff recently on the news, and it's terrifying. I'm like, I hope people are really paying attention. Like, this is really a sticky situation, and you know,
But
all
unfortunately, Queen, I don't mean to cut you off, man, but they're not paying attention to it.
right.
Because I guarantee you, you got some people right now on your page that support him. Like I've went to school, college, and high school, even worked jobs with some of the people that supported him. I'm no longer friends with him anymore, because to me, anybody that voted for him is a racist. Period. I don't care, because I have friends who are gay, friends who are transgender, friends that are from Mexico, people from all over the world, people who are Jewish, people that have been disenfranchised, people that have been incarcerated because of who they are, and not because of they committed a crime. It's because of who they are. So I've had run-ins with people, because I know this one thing, like if I post something about my music, I might get a few likes here and there, because the haters are going to hate. But the moment that I post something about Trump that everybody don't like it, that's when they'll comment or post negative stuff on my page. And one thing people is not going to do, they're not going to silence me. They ain't going to shut me up. I'm going to keep on talking. I'm going to keep on walking. I'm going to use my music to promote awareness, you know, because I have to admit, like, a lot of my earlier stuff, the music that I was coming out with was really, I would have to say, kind of dark. It was really, it was dark, because I come from a dark place, you
DJ,
know. But
Donald Trump is not racist. It's all lies.
you know, I mean, people can, they can kind of believe whatever they want to believe, but history The one thing about it, history will remember this. There's no way that in God's green earth that I would be able to go into the Capitol on January 6th. I wouldn't even be able to get close to it. All we want to do is when we lost Breonna Taylor, when we lost George Floyd, when we lost Eric Gardner, all we wanted, when we protest, all we wanted was to have equal protection under the law. It is not, that has not happened under Donald Trump, you know, and I don't want to make this interview all about him and all of that, because we have an understanding, and I respect people's opinions of what they want to do. But see, I come from a family of freedom fighters. See, you can't sit up there if you haven't walked the walk. You can't sit up there and talk about it, because there was a time that my mom and dad couldn't go nowhere because of who they were. Under Donald Trump, he's going to be able to roll back those civil rights, because every state has a civil right law. He's going to have the power through executive branch to roll back every single civil rights bill in all of the 50 states. Because here in Missouri, there's three things that I voted against on. One, I'm a proud Democrat. I will say that I'm a proud liberal. So of course I voted for the vice president and Governor Walz. The one thing that I've voted against is the sports betting. I voted against that because none of that money goes to the schools. If that's the case, why is the schools getting shot up? None of that money goes to the schools. These schools in St. Louis are being shut down. I know kids in the hood. There's a school right across the street. Yo, CI, man, I can't go to that school because I got to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and be bused out in the county. So they can't even go to the schools, even in their own neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So it's for everybody that's coddling him and giving him a pass. When he turns on you, and when he comes and gets you, when you're going to lose your house, when you lose your car, when your kids and grandkids' future is at stake, don't put your faith and trust in him, because he's going to turn on you. And hey, I respect anybody that voted for him. You know what I'm saying? I would never vote for the enemy myself, because what they're for, I'm against. What I'm for, they're against. So as long as we don't cross paths, we'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? We can agree to disagree. And that's what real Americans do. A real American respects everybody's opinion, but they do their facts. They do their research first. I do my research. I
Check the comments when you're done, Cobra Immortal, in here. DJ Black put a lot of things, so make sure you tune in and see what he's saying. So I appreciate you, DJ Black. I'm trying to read it, and then as I'm gonna say it, you're saying another thing. So we'll tap in on the comments, everybody. There's a lot of comments coming in, and I appreciate everyone, and we're not making this about who's wrong and who's right. It's just that what we just all with the president thing, I salute to everyone. Just keep our country safe, please, and keep it going peacefully. That's all I care for.
Yes.
Make sure you give them all that information where they can find you.
Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, it's your boy Cobra Immortal. Yeah, vroom. Yeah, man, you can find me on Instagram at Cobra Immortal. You can find me at TikTok at Cobra Immortal 1, Facebook at The Real Cobra Immortal. I have music on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Deezer, Amazon Prime, Amazon Music, Tidal, iHeartRadio. You can Google me as well, and I'm on there. Got a new album, as I stated before, earlier in this broadcast, in this interview, critically acclaimed. coming soon. It's got 14 tracks on it. And the reason why that I called it critically acclaimed is like I I'm celebrating my own accomplishments. You know what I'm saying? I'm celebrating because I'm looking at like what I've done the last 10 years, the places that I've been, you know, because as you see, there ain't nobody behind me. I don't have no management. I signed the label deal back in 2014, but that label didn't do what it was supposed to do. So we kind of just split on applicable terms. And I still talk to the former president of the company. You know, it was just no hard feelings, but I just thanked him and gave him my appreciation on giving me the opportunity to showcase my talent. You know, because here in the Midwest, it's hard to get the support. It's hard to get the resources because it takes money to get in this industry. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's buying clothes or cell phone bills or studio equipment or getting your USBs or CDs press up, whatever you're doing, it takes a lot of time and money, you know, especially that's what when you say independent, I'm the true epitome of independence, you know? So,
Right.
I just, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm gonna continue to keep doing music until the day I die, you know what I'm saying? Because I got the love and the passion for it. And you can Google me and I'm all over the web. I also co-host a podcast show, an online radio podcast show called Grind Hard Radio. Salute to my Grind Hard Radio family. And we will be back on the air on Tuesday, December the 3rd, because we're on a 2-week break right now. So that's something else that I added to my resume, you know, because whether it's radio or podcast, it kind of goes hand in hand with my music and stuff too. So I added that to my resume and everything. So, and there's still more for me to do.
Definitely, definitely. Keep on going. Don't let nothing stop you. I'm proud of you with your new project coming out. Everyone, make sure you go check out the music, support it, show it, share it, tell a friend, and also book them for your next show. Do you have any shows coming up?
Let's see, I'm working on a few shows. There's this one place in my city called the Contrarian, and it is a fantastic facility, music venue. And so I'm working on that show, and I'm working on a few other things right now. But my main thing is to get the album out there, get it finished. It's finished, but we're just kind of going back and making sure the order of the songs are good. Anything that needs to be fine-tuned and tweaked, we're doing that. So I want to get the album out there first, and then I plan on going on the road with it. I plan on going to different cities and states with that album and promoting it the right way. Because I learned that, you know, every project that I come with is from the last 10 years, 10, 11 years. It's all about trial and error. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I'm experimenting with stuff, but now I'm at the pinnacle of my career. So that's the reason why I called it critically acclaimed, because I'm celebrating myself. My fans are celebrating it with me, you know, and it's not all about always making money off of my supporters. It's all about giving them what they want, you know, and they want good music. So I'm giving it to them, you know. So so yeah, I'm pleased with what, you know, with what's going on, and new project coming out, critically acclaimed, and all of that. So we're working on more shows, getting the music videos out there, more interviews, more press and everything, because even with this, we're promoting each other. Like I'm helping the Iccy Showw, you know what I'm saying, promoting her, the Iccy Showw, and then Iccy Showw is doing the same thing for Cobra Immortal. So it's a fair exchange. It's an even trade.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I dig it. Yeah.
And you
Fruit.
got Are you gonna sing something on the Iccy Show? We know last time you spit something. Are you trying to spit something from one of your songs? Rap something? Sing something? We know you got the voice. The ladies are waiting.
You know, let's see. I know it comes with a lot when it comes famous. I know it comes with a lot when you become famous. Ain't seen you in ages. Now they want to pop back up like a jack in a box. What's their mission? Do they want to hate or plot? They don't want the progress. They want the process. They don't want the process. They want the progress, the outcome and the journey, not all the hurting, not all the late nights, not all the sacrifice, not all the death of my life, the threats of my life. You got to make a choice. You got to do what you got to do. You see what your boy is. I'm always in the news. These haters, man, they always stick to me like glue, but never know I will always stay true. Iccy Showw is cold as ice. Cobra Immortal come with the flows. That is nice. You heard me?
Ah,
Vroom.
I like it. Woo woo.
Let's
Stay
go.
true, baby. I love you. I appreciate it. Definitely much love and respect as always. This is interview 678 interviews in 6 years. It's been 1 year since I had you on here. I'm glad to have you back on here. And what day is your album dropping? So they'll stay tuned on that.
No official date, being released, but you'll be the first one to know. And then I always got like some promo stuff already made. So whenever the album comes out, then we'll release it. But this time I'm going to go back to doing what I did last year, releasing the music on the USB flash drives, because CDs are kind of like a thing of the past now, unfortunately, even though the quality is still good. But I did a comparison between the CD and the USB flash drive. That USB flash drive has a lot better quality, so that I think from here on out, that's what I'm going to do. But I'm more focused on the physical sales of it, because you can go up to somebody, or they might come up to you like, hey man, you do music? Yeah. What's their chances of really checking your stuff out? Like they'll tell you like, oh man, I'll Google you. No, buy it right here. If you want to hear me rap, if you want to hear me sing, buy it right here. You know what I'm saying? So it's no excuses behind it. You get it, you plug it into your vehicle, all the songs come up, the cover art comes up, everything is worded, nice and professional for each song, each tracks and everything. So yeah, man. And so I'm hoping to have this album out before the end of the year. Maybe hopefully before Christmas or something like that. But I normally don't like putting out material this time of year, because it's like I feel like not too many people listen to music during the winter months. I feel like that when people are out, when the weather's nice and people are traveling or going on vacation, because all my projects that I released up until critically acclaimed have all been released either in the spring or the summer. You know what I'm saying? This will be my first fall/winter album that I'm putting out. But, good music doesn't have a time limit on it. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes out, you'll definitely be the first one to know, fam, for sure.
Thank you, family. I appreciate that. I definitely do. Much love. Salute to everyone that's tuning in this evening on the Iccy Show. Make sure you put the area codes, countries you are tuning in. I see Jamaica on here. I seen Africa on here. I seen Boston on here. I seen North Carolina. Salute. Missouri on here. So in Brooklyn, peace, love, and respect, everyone. Free the jails. 2025 is right around the corner. Let's make it a better year than 2024. By all positivity and peace and love. That's what we need to unite across our world. So we got to do it. Start it now. So when 2025 comes, it's a better positivity. So I
Yeah.
appreciate anything else you would like to bring up. South Dakota in the building. Salute. Is there anything else you would like to bring up, family, that we didn't bring up? This is your time. Any shout outs you want to give? This is your time.
Yeah. Like I said, shout out to the Queen, Miss Jackie Brown, and the Iccy Showw. It's your boy Cobra Immortal. Yeah, vroom. Shout out, man, to 314, you know what I'm saying, 636, the whole Missouri, St. Lulu. What's up with my cats and my dogs in St. Louis? Shout out to my Las Vegas family, my Boston family, Pittsburgh, Jamaica, uh, England, London family, my California family. Shout out to my Grind Hard Radio family, Black Larry King, Jit Chronicles, uh, Georgia Peach, Miss Kia, Miss Chief, Miss 61 Nina in Southern California, San Diego. Shout out to my boy Trill, Mob, Vroom, DJ Sergeant Rock, representing Mississippi. Shout out to Kata Mafioso, aka DJ Face Mob. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Raise the Assassin, dope ass music. Um, Shout out to Tara, you know what I'm saying? 504. Let's get it, Woody. You know what I'm saying? New Orleans in the building. You know, shout out to C. Roos, Cody D, my studio producer, my engineer. Shout out to Crystal City, Missouri. Shout out to Festus. Shout out to the whole U.S., man. The fight is never done. You know what I'm saying? We got to keep it going. Always stay blue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to Don Vic and the Don Vic and the Don Vic show. Shout out to Lady B, Ebony D, Ebony B, everybody that's been rocking with CI this year. Shout out to my ATL family. Shout out to my cousin Charles Shores. Shout out to my girl Karen. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that I missed, I apologize because there's so many people, but I understand that time is of the essence. But shout out to everybody, man, that's been rocking with CI. Shout out to JGS1, Big J. Rest in peace to all my fallen soldiers that I lost within the last few years. Rest in peace to my pop. I love you. You know what I'm saying? We're going to finish this journey. Like I said, man, be on the lookout for my new album, critically acclaimed. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my barber. You know what I'm saying? Jaquise. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the street hustlers. You know what I mean? Shout out to the runners out there. You know, shout out to the ones who are bumping Cobra Immortal's music, all the DJs, all the podcast shows that I've been on. So, yeah, man, let's go. Yay! Vroom!
Salute, Cobra Immortal. I appreciate you coming from Missouri to Boston 617 on the Iccy Show. Much love and respect to everyone that tuned in. Tell a friend. Happy Thursday. Peace, love, and respect. And let's go. God bless everyone. I appreciate you and happy holidays to everyone.
Happy holidays, fam. Happy Thanksgiving. Stay in touch.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Holla back, fam. It's your boy Cobra Immortal. Yay! Vroom! Let's go.
Thank you so much. God bless everyone. Tell a friend. And I appreciate you, family.